Reishi mushroom is one of the distinctive mushrooms which is saprobic or sometimes parasitic. Reishi is the folk name, and the scientific name of this mushroom is Ganoderma tsugae if it grows on hemlock, Ganoderma curtisii or Ganoderma lucidum if it grows on hardwood. Ganoderma tsugae is also called hemlock varnish shelf due to its beautiful lacquered cap. This mushroom deposits brown spore print. They get brown bruise on their pore surface when damaged. Ganoderma tsugae is one of its kind, and it's very hard to misidentify when you see it in the forest. Few mushrooms have such look. The shape of this mushroom is unique, and it is in general has the shape of a cloud. That's why this mushroom is also a symbol of fortune, beauty, and longevity in China.
Hello, my beloved mushroom family. Sorry I cannot do a field report today because when I bring this tripod or my equipment to the field, I was not lucky enough to find this mushroom in my hand, the reishi, or you call it Ganoderma tsugae, in the forest. This mushroom on my hand, as a matter of fact, is collected by one of the members by New Jersey Mycological Society when they went on the foraging trip in Stoke State Forest, which is a state park in New Jersey by the Delaware Water Gap and the Appalachian Mountain. If it grows on hemlock, it is called Ganoderma tsugae, but if it is grown on hardwood, it is called Ganoderma lucidum. You actually can find a lot of introduction of this mushroom on other YouTube channels, so I don't have to elaborate it. What I wanted to talk about today is more about the history of this mushroom in China. In China, we have a lot of mystery or myths about this mushroom. This mushroom in China, we call it, in Chinese, we call it Lingzhi. If it's translated literally, it means a spirit mushroom or a spiritual mushroom. It has nothing to do with psychedelics, don't get me wrong. It's more about spirit. Spirit means that you have a total balance of your body. Tai Chi, think about Tai Chi, think about yin and yang, this kind of like Chinese old Taoism style. A lot of people will always say that it takes 1,000 years for the mushroom to grow. That's also a myth in China. It's never true. This mushroom has a very short growth cycle. Usually for 1 month, it will grow from a very tiny mushroom to a very large mushroom like this. Like it will never take 1,000 years to grow. But I mean, if you preserve it well, it probably can stay 1,000 years, but not take 1,000 years to grow, and that's not correct. Don't believe that. When I go out to foraging, I see this mushroom all the time from actually as early as April. They have a very good aroma when you collect them fresh. If you collect the new mushroom and you dry in the dehydrator, they really don't smell that good. They actually smell like stinking socks. In China, they treat it as a Chinese medicine. The mushroom in the video previously showed, I actually collect with my auntie and my niece. So I gave the mushroom to them, and she's gonna cook the mushroom with a chicken soup. She was pretty fascinated to see a fresh reishi mushroom in the wild, because most of the time that when we see the reishi mushroom is always in a dried condition in the Chinese medicine market. This mushroom get cultivated a lot in China. The product from this mushroom is the spore. People collect the spore and make a spore powder. I have to say that this mushroom is definitely worth looking for if you go to the forest. They look beautiful and they smell pretty good. Even if you do not eat them, you can always dry them and put on your shelf as a decoration. And also when your friends come over, you can always tell them some interesting story, and a very good way to build up connections with your friend and to have a conversation.
Due to the color and the uncommon shape of the mushroom, it is fairly easy to spot them in the forest. To harvest this mushroom, you just need to cut it off from the stem with your knife, as demonstrated in the video. You can also just pull the whole mushroom by hand if you do not have the tool. By the way, no need to be afraid to pull the mushroom. They are fruit bodies of the mycelium network. You can never destroy the mushroom network by harvesting the fruit, as a mushroom grows every year if the condition is right. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See you next time.